Mr. Musk isn't the only one who named his company as a tribute to inventor and electrical engineer Nikola Tesla. In 2014, a young entrepreneur named Trevor Milton went down the same path, picking the yet untrademarked Nikola as the brand for his electric truck startup, Nikola Motor. Today I'll tell you about the story of the company, Nikola Motor. But before we move further, if you're interested in business stories, then you should definitely subscribe to this channel, and don't forget to press the bell icon. It'll connect us. Nikola and Tesla companies are made on the single genius name. But what is the difference between both? Are they both rivals? Basically, Nikola focused on electric vehicles in freight, transport, and motorsport spaces, whereas Tesla's cars are more for general consumer use. Nikola set out to make zero-emission big rigs using hydrogen fuel cell technology. While Tesla and other companies are working on all-electric trucks, Nikola is one of the only ones pursuing hydrogen-powered big rigs. Tesla's vehicles are powered by electric batteries, while Nikola's are betting its future on low-cost hydrogen fuel. Tesla cars that run on lithium-ion batteries, Nikola aims to power its trucks with hydrogen fuel cells. Musk hates the idea of using hydrogen energy to power vehicles. Hydrogen is the most abundant element in the universe. It's been used as an energy source for decades. He's called them fuel cells, and he says using them to power vehicles is mind-bogglingly stupid. But Trevor is fully optimistic. He said, "We would have still named it Nikola. Like many people, Nikola Tesla was my hero when it came to electrification. I hope both Tesla and Nikola are successful. What a wonderful outcome for Nikola Tesla." He further said, and although hydrogen is steadily becoming more efficient to produce, the energy today is still less expensive, which is an advantage over battery electric trucks that charge in cities. Now, let's move toward the story of Nikola Motors. Trevor dropped out of Utah Valley University after just one semester. Then every business he started failed. In November 2009, Trevor launched the first alternative energy vehicles company called D-Hybrid. But the company ended in litigation with allegations of misappropriation and false promises. In 2014, D-Hybrid was purchased by Worthington Industries for $15.9 million. Trevor claimed in interviews that he stole the company for $20 million. Just 1 year later, in 2015, Worthington wrote down the value of D-Hybrid's assets, claiming a $2.3 million impairment and a $1.5 million warranty expense. When D-Hybrid ultimately failed, Milton got a taste for what the age-old trucking industry needed. So he decided to relaunch the company as D-Hybrid Systems. In 2015, Milton founded Nikola Motor Company with a concept to shake up the trucking world with zero-emission hydrogen. Recognizing that what Nikola Motor Company was doing in those early days sounded too much like science fiction and that it lacked credibility to win over industry veterans, Trevor started hiring engineers that had zero experience in the automotive world because he needed people who believed anything was possible. He said, "People who did not have automotive experience to limit us by being bound to what had been done in the past. I essentially needed people equally as naive as myself." So he hired young graduates and people with no experience in the automobile market. Like Tesla in its early days, Nikola Motor Company focused on building a superior product as opposed to pushing marketing or sales aggressively. On May 9, 2016, Nikola came out of stealth mode, announcing that it had developed a product that would revolutionize the field of transportation. In the company's event, Nikola World, where the company shows off its new vehicles, the company unveiled a high level of design of a hydrogen-fueled electric Class 8 truck called the Nikola One, aimed then to be in production in 2020. But Bloomberg reporter by the name of Edward Ludlow reported that the event was riddled with mistruths, fraud, and tall tales from the get-go. No, the truck was not drivable. It was not fully functioning. Travis rejected all these claims. In 2018, Nikola sued Tesla Motors for $2 billion that Tesla's all-electric semi infringes on the hydrogen truck startup's patents. As of October 2020, the lawsuit is still ongoing. From 2014 to today, within 6 years, the company unveiled 9 different vehicles, in which Nikola Tre, Nikola Reckless, and Nikola One are in controversy. The company stated the Nikola Tre would be aimed at the European market and will also be targeted for the Australian and Asian markets. The Nikola Reckless is a military-grade, fully electric, tactical off-highway vehicle. Also, the vehicle will have a 12.7mm machine gun. Basically, Nikola Company is trying to stand in front of Tesla. The company believed that its Nikola 1, Nikola 2, and Nikola Tre will compete with Tesla's Semi. But Nikola Motor has not produced any products yet. It doesn't even have a factory. Nikola said in 2019 that they expected the truck factory to start construction in 2020, start building trucks in 2021, and be able to build 35,000 to 50,000 trucks per year by 2023. The company acquired a 389-acre parcel in Coolidge, Arizona for $23 million. As of today, no construction has begun. Just before the coronavirus, Nikola Motors struck a merger with a publicly traded acquisition vehicle called Vector IQ. The deal valued the startup at $3.3 billion and also included a $525 million capital raise from blue-chip investors including Fidelity and hedge fund ValueAct Capital. The company had valued at around $28 billion in early August 2020. On September 8th, Nikola and General Motors announced a partnership by which GM would acquire an 11% stake in Nikola. ValueAct's Jeffrey Ubben said Nikola would eventually be a $100 billion company. But very shortly afterward, the dream began to collapse. In September 2020, 2 days after Nikola established ties with GM, Hindenburg Research released a report in which they accused Trevor Milton of making false statements over the course of many years and characterized Nikola Motor Company as an intricate fraud. And after that, the company's stock had fallen by 36%. Nikola rejects all the claims and has threatened legal action against Hindenburg. On September 14, 2020, Bloomberg, the Financial Times, and the Wall Street Journal all reported that the Securities and Exchange Commission and Department of Justice had started an investigation related to potential security fraud committed by Trevor and his company. On September 21st, Trevor announced his resignation. Nikola's shares fell by another 35% following his resignation. What is worse is that 2 women alleged that they were sexually assaulted when they were teenagers by Trevor Milton. Just in a single month, the 6-year company ruins all his reputation. Now the majority is comparing Trevor with Elizabeth Holmes, and the Nikola Motor is right now nothing more than a scam. If you want to know more business stories, check out our channel and don't forget to share this video with your entrepreneur friends.